Joining us now is that New York Waterway ferry boat captain and retired senior chief in the Navy Reserve, Captain Rick Thornton. Captain Rick, thank you for joining us. 24 years ago today, you woke up for your regular shift, taking people from Weehawken to Midtown Manhattan, and then what happened?
Well, thank you for having me on this solemn day. The day started off normal and routine, and the first plane struck the first tower. We all thought it was a terrible accident. There's not much information coming in. Nobody had a smartphone, so we thought it was maybe a small plane. And we found that it was a large airliner. Once the second plane struck the second tower, we knew it was some sort of coordinated attack, and the entire New York Waterway fleet just jumped into action.
And so, what did you do?
I took my ferry boat, which we were just leaving New York. We had just dropped off some New Jersey commuters in New York City. We saw the second fireball was still unroiling from the impact, and we immediately pulled a 180 and turned south towards the burning towers. We weren't sure what we were going to be able to do. We knew it would be an evacuation, but we didn't know the scale and the scope of the evacuation that was going to unfold. But we raced down there at full speed, joining the other ferry boats that were already evacuating people, and we just started taking people off the island.
Oh my gosh. So how many people did you evacuate to safety that day, and what would they have done if not for you and your colleagues?
Well, the first few people were all kind of clustered. It was thousands of people. It wasn't just the Twin Towers being evacuated. It was all the surrounding area. So there was thousands, tens of thousands of people just stranded. And some of them were jumping into the river and swimming. We had to pick some of those people out of the water. Then we just nosed up to a seawall, which wasn't even a ferry dock. And then people started climbing over the fence there, climbing onto the boat. And I think most of the people just looked panicked, terrified.
Right.
We just didn't want to leave them in that situation.
Coming back to a two-shot here while we fix Captain's mic, what I worry about is that this is now the 24th anniversary. And when you think about so many people have been born in the intervening 24 years that did not live through that horrific day. So many of the people we work with, I mean, obviously they've read about it in the history books, but they do not know what the collective American conscience experienced that day. Are you worried that through no fault of their own, but just the fact that time has passed, that we are losing the impact and what that day did to our nation? Are you worried about that?
Absolutely. In the days and months after 9/11, I mean, there was this outpouring of unity, selflessness, compassion, patriotism, and slowly but surely that just kind of disappeared. And now they're trying to figure out how to teach 9/11 to school children, people who weren't born, even the people who were there, even New Yorkers. They're a little bit jaded, and in a good way. They're resilient and they bounce back, but we can't lose sight of what happened that day. And the courage of a lot of regular people doing extraordinary things.
Well, that leads me to this. 24 years later, what do you remember the most about that day?
I think I remember just everybody coming together in like a blink of an eye. There was this amazing coordination with the Coast Guard, the police, the fire department, regular civilians. And it wasn't just during the evacuation, it was the days and months afterwards. Everybody volunteering at Ground Zero, whatever they could do. And it was just helping out people they didn't know. They didn't even know, if it was going to be of any assistance, but they came down and helped. And it was an amazing outpouring, and we need that again.
We thank you for what you did 24 years ago and for coming on this morning to tell your story.
Thank you so much.
New York Waterway ferry boat captain and retired senior chief in the Navy Reserve, Captain Rick Thornton, we thank you.
One of so many regular heroes that fateful day.
And that we're happy to highlight today.